I have an Arada Holborn gas fire which uses a TESC gas valve controller and wireless handset. It's been working fine, but now doesn't work for some reason. As you can see here, I hold the controller, press the start button. We can see on the controller that the pilot is trying to light, but nothing is happening. After a few moments, the handset displays the error code 34 or E34, as you can see. I've checked the gas supply and everything's fine there, so there's gas in the bottles, the pressure's fine, and the manual does state to check the batteries and to replace the batteries after 1 year, and coincidentally the gas fire is just over 1 year old. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first check the batteries to make sure they've got charge in them, and then I'm going to replace the batteries. So it's a bit dark in this room, so excuse the head torch, but first thing I'm going to do is basically take off the battery cover. So you first open the door, and then that allows you access through this little hole to the TESC valve area. And there's a cover that covers the battery compartment, and it's really quite difficult to remove. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using a little screwdriver to remove the cover. There's a little clip, so it's quite easy once you get behind it. And what you'll see here is the flashing light that's flashing about once every second, and that indicates a gas valve problem. But the problem is, yes, the gas valve can't open, but the reason it can't open is actually because there's not enough power in the batteries in the first place. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the 3 batteries, the AA batteries, out of the compartment so I can actually test how much energy they've still got within them. So using the screwdriver just to get behind the battery, because it's quite fiddly to work in this very small area, I just pop those out, making sure that they drop into my hand rather than drop under the fire, because that would be more difficult to retrieve them. And then using a battery tester, I put the battery in, making sure that the polarity is the right way round between positive and negative. And as you can see, there's very little power or charge left in the battery, and it's definitely in the red zone, hardly moving at all, in fact. So I'm just going to check all 3 batteries. So that's the first one. This is the second one. So there's more charge in that one, but it's still within the red. Just outside the yellow, but still definitely in the red. And finally the last one, and again you can see that one's also really low, or just about, from the glare of the torch. So that confirms that the batteries are very low on power, and we need to replace the batteries in order to make sure that we've got enough power in order to be able to drive the gas valve so that it opens enough to let the gas out, so that the pilot light can then light the gas, and then hopefully we'll have a working fire again. So I'm just going to check that the new battery has enough power, or new batteries have enough power. These have been in storage for a little while, so I just want to make sure they're okay. And as we can see, the amount of charge in this battery is into the green, so they're going to be fine. So we can go straight ahead and then install these new batteries into the gas valve controller, which is what I'm going to do now. So I'm just going to move the camera a little bit closer so that you can see more of the controller. So the batteries need to go in ensuring the right polarity. So at the bottom it's positive on the left, negative on the right. In the middle it's negative on the left, positive on the right, and at the top it's positive on the left and negative on the right. Now, one of the good things about replacing the batteries is that it should not lose the pairing between the handset controller and the fire. So that we can see that it's got power again, the indicator light's flashing. So now what I'm going to do, so I'm going to grab the controller, and we can see that it's still got error 34 at the moment, so I'm just pressing the power button basically to reset the error. So we can see that the light's still flashing, so I'll press it again. Just want to clear the error first of all. So press it again, hold it down, and then off. So the light's gone off, the handset says it's off, basically everything's reset. So now what I'm going to do is basically press the button, and give it a long press so that it comes on and then goes through the starting procedure. You can just about hear it, you can see the light flashing, the pilot's going, and then in a moment we've got flames. Brilliant. So that confirms that the problem was related to the batteries not having enough power to be able to drive the gas valve and start everything up. So fantastic, we've got a working fire again. So I'm just going to replace the battery cover and then close the door. That's it, job done. Problem resolved. Thank you for watching.